Hi, Christina here. So today I am writing down our budget for 2015. I do this every January. I've been doing it for the past 2 years. This will be my third year doing it, and I will admit it's been a lot of trial and error, but I think I finally got down a system that's going to work for us, and hopefully this will be my final product. So I'm going to show you guys what I do and kind of where my money goes. Again, this is going to be an example. I'm not going to share with you guys our income or exactly what we pay because I like to keep a little bit private. But let me jump right in and show you guys how I do it. So let me turn this around. Okay. So basically this is what my budget looks like. I went ahead and whipped this up on the computer really quick. I just went on my Words program, whatever that is, and I had my husband make a graph for me. Again, I'm not computer savvy, guys. And then I went ahead and wrote in every payment that I have to make for the month, or for the year, I'm sorry. This is what I pay every month. And then this is like what our budget is. Obviously, it's not $100 for everything. This is just an example. I type it in there, and then I write the total of what we spend every month, and then my husband's salary total, and then my zero balance, because I like to add for everything that he makes. And then like my additional income is like what I bring home, or it could be like your bonuses, if you sell a car, whatever. And then I add it all together, and this is what your basic total is. And then each month I come in and write down exactly what I spent in each category, and then I do the same for every month, and it kind of just gives you a better idea of how much you're wasting. Like, let's say your grocery budget is $100, which wouldn't that be fantastic? And let's say January you spent $200, and then so you can say, wow, you know what, we really spent too much on our groceries, maybe we can kind of cut costs and do more couponing or whatever in February. So it's just kind of good to see where your money goes, and it kind of gives you a better idea of how you're spending. You know, when we first started 2 years ago, it was kind of like a disaster, guys. So just make sure you just don't set yourself up to fail. So obviously $100 for a family of 5 is not going to do. So don't set yourself up to fail. You make sure you run the numbers. It's going to take a good few hours to kind of figure out exactly how much to spend and be realistic. So with that said, I'll kind of give you guys a few examples. Obviously, like, you know, you have your basics, and then our trash and water, because I only pay these every other month. The months, like, let's say I pay $100 for my trash in January. Well, February I'm going to pay $0, but I'm still budgeting for that $100. So my budget, if I do it correctly, should have an extra $100 at the end of the month. So that's kind of what you're focusing for, what you're trying to do with the budget. Let's see, don't forget when you're adding a budget to forget about your co-pays and your prescriptions, auto care, and car registration. Now, I have 3 cars with my car registration, so I always put my highest one here, so that, you know, when the cheaper ones come around, I can have that extra money in the budget. Or the months that I'm not paying my car registration, again, I only pay 3 times a year, then I can have that extra money. And then auto care, it's not for like if your car breaks down and you're spending $1,000. It's more for like oil changes, if you have to change a light bulb, I don't know, change a filter, like that sort of deal. I put my other like car repairs into my emergency fund. So savings and Netflix come out automatically. Don't forget about those. Obviously, I don't pay $100 for Netflix. Again, this is just an example. Grocery budget, I will tell you, I pay like $6.50 a month, and that just includes all my groceries, Sam's Club, Costco, toiletries, beauty products, dog food. I mean, all that comes out of my grocery budget, so it is quite high. So that's something that I'm going to try to work on each month to try to get lower, and then have extra money at the end of the year, the end of the month. And then like entertainment, gasoline, this is just for like, you know, the gas that you spend in your cars, because my husband does commute, so we have quite a bit in our gasoline budget. And then my son's allowance, his allowance goes towards his car also. And like if he has money left over, he can go out with his friends or whatever. If you guys have no idea what a sink fund is, I'm sorry, I don't know why this is like acting so blurry. There we go. My sink fund is, if you have no idea what a sink fund is, I basically got this off of watching people on YouTube that follow Dave Ramsey. So this is kind of just what it is in a nutshell. It's basically your fund that you are saving for towards whatever part of the year. Like I have property taxes due. My property taxes are $935 due in November. I have a birthday party for my 2 older boys in July, Christmas, December, Halloween, October, and school close in August. And that's kind of right. And this is what I need for those months. So in order to do that, so I'm not breaking the bank or breaking my budget, is I'm actually budgeting per month to save for those. So like I said, for property taxes, I need $935 in November. So I need to save $85 a month for 11 months to get that. So if I do it correctly and I save and I put my money where it needs to go, then I should have that total in that month. So that's kind of what a sink fund is. So I'm actually saving I'm actually putting away $230 a month for my sink funds. So that's what that would go there. And then just so on and so forth. And always have an emergency fund. Like I said, I save it for my cars, appliances that break, hospital bills. You know, you never know what happens. So just always save money for that. We learned the hard way last year when we had a washer and a refrigerator break at the same time. So that's what that is. And I'm sorry if you guys hear a background noise. I have my washer going and I have 2 sick kids. So it's like I'm constantly cleaning right now to get rid of the germs. So I do apologize if it's a little hard to hear. Now, my total out. Okay, so once I put my husband's income here, because he's salary, so I know exactly what he's getting for the month, I based my budget upon what he gets. So my total out is the same as what he brings in, so I can get a zero balance. You don't have to do it that way, but that's how I did it. And then my miscellaneous was just what was left over from everything else. So I think I only have like $28 or something in my miscellaneous. And my miscellaneous goes towards like my dog license fees, my clothing, like if I buy my kids shoes or something, and gifts. So that's kind of like an idea of what miscellaneous could be. And then my additional income, if you guys don't have 2 incomes, it could also be towards like your bonuses, if you sell a car, just any additional income. I don't know why this is so blurry. So anyways, that's kind of what that is. So I put my income here, and the only reason why I do it like that is because I don't get paid in the summer. So, oh my God, I don't know what happened. It's just so blurry. Is it going to focus? Guess not. So anyways, after I'm done doing that, I add in my total, and then this is what my total is, and hopefully you have money left over at the end. Sometimes I know when I first did it, I had a lot of negatives, so I had to change my way of thinking and shopping and spending money. So I obviously want to have money left over. And then what I do with my money left over is I have a little list here. Again, it's probably not going to let me show you, but I'll put whatever I have left over towards savings, my car payment, because we're going to try to pay off my husband's car this year, or extra credit card debt. So if you guys have any of those, you could put it towards that. If not, put it in your savings or your emergency fund. And that's kind of what I do. So that is what my budget looks like in a nutshell. Again, this is an example. I don't obviously put $100 away for each thing, but I hope you guys kind of got an idea if you guys have no idea what a budget looks like or where to even start. And don't get discouraged if you do start one, because you are going to mess up. You're going to forget things. It happens all the time. So just keep moving and turning it around until you guys can find a system that works. So I hope you guys kind of got an idea of how to make a budget, and I hope this was helpful for you guys. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I was talking kind of fast because, again, I'm trying to get through this video really quick so I can finish cleaning. Like I said, I got sick kids and my washer is like driving me crazy. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.